Hi everyone, this is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com and I'm back with another video. If you are brand new to my channel, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and I'm here today to show you a really quick project to make. And I guess it's called by different things, but I call it a tag topper treat holder. And this can go by really, really quickly. You can make, once you get the supplies out, you can make them really fast and make a ton of them. And it's just something that's really nice and cute that you can do for little giveaways. If you want to give somebody just a little something, great for if you're at work or to give to someone at church or school, once we're back in those particular areas and places. But let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to use is just basically some scraps, really. I'm about to start dropping all of my stuff. So what I have here is a piece of shaded spruce, a piece of very vanilla. This is at least 2.5 inches because I'm going to use my 2-inch circle punch. And I'm using some Designer Series paper from the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper stacks. This has tons and tons of different types or different colors of paper that are good for different occasions. You can do some. There was some that were good for Halloween and Christmas and fall colors. So I'm using a piece of paper from that particular stack. Let me push this back in there. Here we go. So I'm gonna set that aside. And so let me get my trimmer out. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of cardstock, and this is the shaded spruce, and we're going to cut it at 2 inches. I'm going to do it just a little shy of 2 inches for the tag topper punch, or excuse me, the delightfully tag punch. 2 inches by 6 3/4 inches. Now I kind of do mine upside down. I like to have the arm at the very bottom so I can see it. I see it better than having it way up there because I am kind of short, so I really can't see it all like that. So I'm going to cut this. This is like 2 inches by 6 3/4. We cut that little piece out. And while we have it here, we're going to score it. Put this back in now. We are going to score this at 3 inches. Hopefully you can see this. And 3 3/4 inches. I'm going to set that aside. And while we have this on, this is a piece of the Designer Series paper. I'm going to use this side. And we needed 6 inches, which is already 6 inches because it's a 6 by 6 paper pack, by 3/4 of an inch. And so we're going to cut that. And we'll set this aside. And then this particular piece, we're going to score 4 different times. So the first thing we're going to score at, what do we score at? 2 inches. Next is 2 3/4. Next is 4 3/4. And the last one is at 5 1/2. And that's all the scoring we need the trimmer for, so we can set that aside. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to burnish at the score marks. And it actually ends up being, oh, I forgot this one, a little rectangle. So you see, when it's finished, it'll be like that. So we're going to glue this together and set it aside to dry. Just need a very little bit amount of, you can use any kind of glue. I like using the wet glue for this, but again, you can use any kind. So we're going to line it up with that first score line and hold it for just a second while it's glued down. And we'll set that aside. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to we are going to cut the tags to tag holes in both ends of the paper. Now remember, this has already been scored. This is the delightful tag topper punch. We're going to set that aside, move that out of the way. And you see they've already been scored, so we can do that. And I want to have some kind of decoration on the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stamp set, the Festive Post stamp set. And I'm going to be using a couple of the items out of here. The reindeer, and actually these are like little stars, but I'm going to use that to emulate snow. And then there is a stamp set. So I'm going to use the snow. Oh my God, I can't talk. I'm going to use the snow, and I'm going to decorate my background with that. So this is shaded spruce on shaded spruce. So it's tone on tone. You can do whatever colors you like. And I'm just going to randomly all over. I'm really down here closer to the score line. You don't really need to do that because it'll be covered up. But I'm going to do, and you can make, while you're cutting them out, just cut a lot of them out at the same time. And this can go by really quickly. You can make tons of these and put little treats in there. You can adjust the size of the score line to make them deeper or smaller, and that's totally up to you. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to put this together. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to flatten it, and then we're going to slip it inside of the band and then open it up. And to make it hold, we're going to push this up just a tad and apply our glue. Small amount, don't need a lot. And then we're going to hold it and then bring this down back over it and even out the bottom. And then just press the bottom and hold it for just a brief second until the glue holds. Hopefully you can see. So the bottom is kind of flush. And again, you don't need a lot of glue. And there we go. We're going to set that aside to dry. Close this up for a second. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our Very Vanilla and we're going to get some early espresso. And we're going to do the reindeer. Right down like that. Hold for a second so the ink will transfer. Very good. Cool. I like that. And then on top of that, we are going to use some, you can use balmy blue. I think I have right here, this was closer to me. This is Coastal Cabana. But what I do want to do is, I don't want that piece of paper. Do I have a scratch sheet of paper anywhere? I want to stamp off a little bit. And so what I'm going to do, oops, wrong one, not the star, not the snowflake, but the ones that are like little stars. So I'm just going to go all the way around and stamp off a little bit. And I'm going over it just so it can look like he's enveloped in snow, like snow is all around. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Okay. That's all of that. You set that aside. And we're going to cut this out with our 2-inch circle punch. Just like that. And we'll put that up. And really kind of what I want to do, I'll go back with the early espresso. And you can use this, you can do this with a sponge dauber or something else, but I want to give it some definition. So I'm just going to roll it in the early espresso. So I don't really want a lot of color, but I want there to be some definition with that. So I'm going to do that and set that aside. And I can pop this up on some dimensionals. Did I have my dimensionals out? I guess I don't. Let me get a dimensionals. I'm going to use some always. I have these little edge pieces that I'm going to use. And here we go. We're going to take this off and that off. And then we're just going to lay this on top like so. And then we need to tie this up with some ribbon. And I don't have any early espresso ribbon, so what I'm going to use is this metallic edge ribbon. This, well, I guess it's Whisper White metallic edge ribbon. Is it Whisper White? I'm just going to cut a piece off. If I find my scissors. Oh, here they go. I'll cut a piece off. And because I don't have any shaded spruce, I'm going to color this in with my alcohol markers. Now, did you know that you could color these in? And it dries almost instantly. And there you have ribbon that matches whatever color you want. You can color this with alcohol markers, or you can use the re-inkers to do that. You can even color the little edges so they're not really silver anymore, but they're like a metallic green. And if you want, because you might see the other side, I'm going to do the other side of the silver just lightly. If it doesn't all the way go through, that's fine. There we go. And then we are going to thread this through. Now you can let this dry for a few minutes, but it doesn't take long for it to dry at all. So I'm going to angle this a little bit so it'll be a little bit easier to go through the holes. Like this. Have them both go through, and then we're going to make them go through the loop and tighten it like so. I'm going to cut this off a little bit more like that. And then I'm going to take this linen thread or braided linen trim, and I'm going to wrap that around here. And we're going to make it like, let me make it a little bit more even. And we're going to make a bow. That's right, I said a bow. This one should be easy for me to make a bow. You know, me and bows don't get along too well. And then you're going to straighten it out however you want it to look. Fiddle with it a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to cut these off just a tad more. And there we have it. But we have to fill it with some candy. So I have these. I like the Ghirardelli. These are sea salt and dark chocolate sea salt caramels. And it fits right inside. You can fit a couple of these in there. But how cute is that? And it didn't take long at all. So I have some others that I've done as well. Now, I did this one in Very Vanilla, but I did that one in Whisper White. I've done these two for another earlier. This one I used the Freezin' Fun stamp set with Balmy Blue and the snowflake paper. And these I did with the, what's that? Not Snowtime, Sweet Time. With the coffee paper, what's it, Holiday Hugs or Heartwarming Hugs craft paper, DSP. So there you go, my friends. You can make a multitude of these in no time at all. Fill it with whatever you like and pass these out. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. Oh, I wanted to put some of these on there. I almost forgot. You know, I always forget something. Just to add a little bit more bling to it, that I'm going to add some of these adhesive snowflakes. Just a couple. Just to add a little bit more bling to it with whomever you're giving it to. And I'm going to add 3. Like that. And there you have it. Super cute, super quick, super fun. Thank you all so much for stopping by. If you like what you see, please like the video, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, see what your thoughts are. You can make these in a multitude of colors with different designer series paper and stamp sets, but it's a lot of fun and really easy to do. So thank you all so much for stopping by. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com, and I'll be back real soon with another video. Bye.